So I started playing steel when I was about 13 on a dare from my mom, because I'd been playing drums and I was getting kind of bored, and my dad played steel and drums. She said, well, if you're getting bored with drums, you ought to go in there and try to play your father's steel guitar. And I went, okay. So so now, what is it, 2019? So 26 years later, it's become a way of life for me. I was working with JD when I was 13, 14, 15. I was also already playing 4 or 5 nights a week in clubs, underage, and hiding in the break room so the cops didn't see me if they came in. By the time I was 19, I'd already been playing clubs 5 years probably or so, and not doing any homework somehow, still flunking school and all that. Don't do that, kids. It's not a good idea. My first artist gig, like signed artist gig, was a guy named Brian White, a very popular artist in the mid to late 90s, sold a couple million records, had a bunch of #1 songs. But played with Brian in 2001, I think, and then after that I played with Steve Wariner for about a year in 2002, and I played with a guy named Kevin Denny for a while, and then I played with Patty Loveless, who's an incredible traditional country singer. I'm sure anybody that's a fan of country music knows Patty Loveless. Played with her in 03 and 04, and then in the fall of 04 I wound up getting a call to audition for a band called Rascal Flatts. So the TT12 speaker came about. I met some guys. I didn't know anybody at Eminence. I met some guys at Eminence, I think at Summer NAMM. We went through a bunch of prototypes, like a lot, like 40 maybe or something. It wound up being a signature speaker, and I put that out, and it's done incredibly, and I have heroes of mine on the instrument that are playing it, and that's very, very humbling for me, and really cool to make something that, that heroes of mine think is the best product they've used. So steel guitar was born out of Hawaiian guitar, which a guy named Pat Quilter is a big fan of Hawaiian steel guitar, and he's such a great supporter of the steel guitar community in general. But it was born out of Hawaiian music and non-pedal steel, and morphed into a lot of the old Western swing stuff. A lot of those guys use straight steels, no pedals. The instrument sort of became an integral part of the traditional country sound. It's a unique instrument in that it really came to light and was even developed along with a genre that it was associated with. So the amp that I mostly used in the development for my double T12 and double T15 speakers with Eminence was the Steelair rack mount, which I had from my Steelair Pro. So I got the speakers developed, and I moved to just using the Steelair rack mount, especially on the road with Rascal Flatts. I have a big rack that has stuff in it, and I can't put a combo amp in there, so I have shelves with amps on it. I keep one as a main, and I have one as a backup. So the guys at Quilter Labs were kind enough to get me a prototype of the 202, and it's all I used from the moment I got it. I'm always excited to be involved with products. I love the steel community so much, and it's my life. So anytime I can help make a product, like my speakers that are lighter, that help people, I can be involved with a collaboration like this with Quilter, where we've made something that's unmatched in tone and portability and functionality. It's a win, not only for me because I'm using it every day and I have been, but for anybody that's looking for a professional solution to everyday gigs, whether it be church on Sunday, or I'm using it playing in front of 20,000 people every night. There's no difference. You still need something that sounds great, and it functions great, and it gets the job done.